What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to end our journey through Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. In the last episode, we defeated Armstrong's mech, which is basically part 1 of this whole fight. And in this episode, we're going to be actually taking down Armstrong, but first we need to add this little strength enhancement, and that's really all we're going to be able to add. So, yeah, again, expensive stuff. It gets expensive. But now is actually time to take him down. Let's go. I'm going to be very careful, though, because, I don't know, got to run away. But for right now, he's not really going to be doing, all that much, but most of this, I believe, you can't really win because, again, I'm not really doing all that much damage, so for right now, wow, that attack took 5 years to actually come out, but as you can see, whenever I'm attacking him, my damage doesn't exactly do all that much, so, I don't know. Out. Thankfully, it is a forced loss, but at the same time, that still hurt a lot.
Typical politician. Big promises, but all talk. What? Jumpstart the economy? What a load of bullshit! All you care about is lining your own pockets. That and your approval ratings. You've got no principles. Just like all the rest. If America's gone to shit, you're just another maggot crawling in the pile. All right, the truth then. You're right about one thing. I do need capital and votes. Wanna know why? I have a dream. What? That one day, every person in this nation will control their own destiny. A land of the truly free, damn it. A nation of action, not words, ruled by strength, not committee. Where the law changes to suit the individual, not the other way around. Where power and justice are back where they belong. In the hands of the people! Where every man is free to think, to act for himself! Fuck all these lipstick lawyers and chicken shit bureaucrats! Fuck this 24/7 internet spew of trivia and celebrity bullshit! Fuck American pride! Fuck the media! Fuck all of it! America is diseased, rotten to the core. There's no saving it. We need to pull it out by the roots. Wipe the slate clean. Burn it down! And from the ashes, a new America will be born. Evolved, but unchanged. The weak will be purged. And the strongest will thrive. Free to live as they see fit. They'll make America great again! What the hell are you talking about? You still don't get it. I'm using war as a business to get elected! So I can end war as a business. In my new America, people will die and kill for what they believe! Not for money, not for oil! Not for what they're told is right. Every man will be free to fight his own wars! So, what do you think?
How the hell did you get elected?
Well, I don't write my own speeches. You should try fighting for what you believe in sometime, Jack. Not for a company or a nation or for anyone else.
Maybe I was wrong about you.
Am I finally getting through? I'll rid this world of pointless wars, Jack.
I was wrong. You're not greedy. You're batshit insane!
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
Not when you're purging the weak, right? What do you know about the weak? You weren't born poor. You've never been hungry. You don't know what it's like to fight, and steal, and kill just to survive.
But you did survive! Through sheer force of will, following your own set of rules. With your own two hands, you took back your life!
And now, I'll take yours.
Well, time for another fight, and I'm not gonna get into any form of like political debate and anything like that, but time for another fight, and this time we're actually not going to be using our sword. It's like the first time in the game, I'm pretty sure, where that actually isn't a thing. But, as you can oh wait. Oh good. I needed to have this happen anyway. So it was a good thing I actually went to pretty low health, because again, our damage output is not exactly all that great. Yeah, this does like nothing. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you can go like really slow if you just don't press it. And it just looks really pathetic, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually make it look like Raiden is actually, you know, trying. Then again, Raiden will try some more, and it's doing even less damage, I think. It would make sense since Armstrong's doing the whole the enhanced mode, or whatever it actually is called. By the way, there's going to be a lot of Dragon Ball sound effects in this. Let me just say that now.
Why won't you die?
Nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma. You can't hurt me, Jack. What did I just say? Time to end this.
Grundy has me doubting the whole thing. We'll leave it up to fate then, shall we, Wolfie? A duel to the death. May the best man win.
Sam.
I cut him down, and that's that. Back to a regularly scheduled international incident. But if he beeps me, if I die here, the lock on my blade will disable after a couple hours. What happens after that is up to you, Wolfie.
Ha! Even dead, that guy's a pain in my ass. So... you think that little sword can save your master? Well, go ahead then. But make no mistake, Fido. When I'm finished with him, you're next.
I was not designed to fear termination.
Huh?
However, Directive 01 is to ensure all data acquired is preserved and passed along. To expire here would violate that directive.
That's a good boy.
However, Raiden came to my aid. I have learned from him. When Samuel fell, data analysis was inconclusive. But that has changed. I have established new parameters now, created my own directives.
You little fuck.
Kobe!
Damn much!
Armstrong! I said my sword was a tool of justice. Not used in anger. Not used for vengeance. But now I'm not so sure. And besides, this isn't my sword. Come on! Okay. Let's dance.
Well, now it is time for the final boss in the game. By the way, I could not be doing this at a worst possible time because someone's cutting their lawn right now. So, you know, that's fun to have to hear in the background during the entire cutscene. But regardless, time to actually defeat Armstrong, and it's going to take a good long while because, oh goodness, he is quite strong. It actually has 200 health. I think he's the only boss in the game that actually has 200 health. But, goodness. As you can see, we're actually doing, like, somewhat proper damage to him this time, instead of only doing, like, less than 1% per every single swing. But for right now, he's just going to be doing some really quick attacks, and oh my goodness, is he going to keep spamming this? Because he's done that, like, almost every time I've hit him so far. But he has that giant lunge attack there, which you need to be very quick about. So basically just run, and that attack is also very fast. Basically all of his attacks will be very, very fast, so be prepared for about anything he does. That's really all I can say, but those 3 attacks for right now is all he's going to do. Hey, he got stunned somehow. I didn't actually think he would get stunned. But I don't think this attack you can actually, what is it? I don't think you can actually block that attack despite it being red. I'm pretty sure you actually have to dodge that because I just tried it, and maybe it's because my block didn't actually activate, but you probably still take chip damage from that anyways, so it's probably just better to go ahead and run away from it. And also, I think the lyrics for this song play throughout the entirety of it, since we hear them now, even though, like, literally nothing special has actually happened yet. Okay, so just dodge that. Oh my goodness, that's a huge flame wall there. So I think he just cut off the arena by, like, half. Oh no, this is bad. Ow. Yeah, the area's not all that big. Okay, I can't go past that. Wait, what? Okay, good. I was about to say, what happens if I can't go past it and he's stuck on the other side? Does nothing happen? Or does he just not do anything? Alright, let's actually be a little bit more cautious about this wall this time. And hopefully he doesn't do the activate, like, explosion attack. Oh no, this is very bad. We should be fine. I'm gonna be a little bit patient though. Oh no. Oh, nope. Okay, so we're in the middle of this. Oh no, my sword. Dodge, or block, whatever. Go! That's actually doing a lot of damage. There we go. Actually sounded like something cracked there too. I would like to get my sword back though. Please. Oh, there's my sword. Go! Get it! There we go. Because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to do anything without this sword, so make sure you go get it. Alright, so now that we're in the second phase, he'll start using this attack, and he'll use it quite a lot. So, remember with, what is his name? Sundowner. Remember with him where you have to be pretty precise? Yeah, that's almost kind of like this, except, it's... I don't know, I'm up... Yeah, ow. You have to be relatively quick, and I messed up there. Alright, we're back here. Let me actually try and aim this time. Because at some point he's going to throw multiple of these at once, so... Okay, actually, there we go. I was about to say, it almost didn't activate there. There we go. Like now, okay. You're under so much stress during this, and it's not like you have... Okay, he's just going to go into this again. Okay. Okay, so I guess I accidentally made it to another phase, even though I literally didn't actually get through the other part. I literally just kept getting hit until I ran out of energy, or blade mode, I guess. So, unfortunately, it does so much damage that I'm not going to be able to get away with that. So, let me run over here, get my sword real quick. And hopefully I won't get immediately hit by whatever move he's about to do. But, we're still not even like halfway through the fight. So, yeah, that... Oh, goodness. That means that we're going to do so well. Oh, no. Okay. So, I don't... Wait. Oh, I'm supposed to use blade mode here. Go. Aim for that. Boom. And I guess I can attack him. So, I guess if he charges that up enough, I basically will be beaten to oblivion. And I don't want that. So, let's actually go now. And I guess that makes him, like, super vulnerable for a little bit at least. What on earth, game? Okay, don't swing. Oh my god. Raiden, come on, dude. What game? Why not just keep me in that? What? What? Oh my. Sure, just take off half of my health because I can't avoid touching a wall. Raiden, block the attack. Don't do that, dude. Raiden, hit the actual thing. I was locked onto it. Raiden. Oh my god, dude.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
You know, I actually think this is like the farthest I've made it throughout this entire fight. And it's only because of the fact that... Okay, I have to wait a little bit, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, well. I'm gonna get hit because I used blade mode too early, I guess. Even though it clearly activated there, but whatever. Do I have to be specifically behind him? I'm assuming that, because there's no reason that shouldn't have worked there, but whatever. But again, I'm literally only getting through the second phase where he's throwing the rocks, only because, like, I'm doing the first phase without getting hit. Because it does so much damage that I literally can't live with if I get hit by it. It does more than 100%. And I also haven't mentioned that if you die anywhere in the fight, you have to redo all of it. So, you know, that's also fun. Oh my god, game. Really? There was nothing I could do there. There, I actually did it once. I mean, it's good, but I still have to get through the rest of the fight, so it's not like it matters too much. It does like 30 damage, but... Does it actually drop me health? Please tell me it... Okay, no it doesn't. It drops me the revive things. Are you actually kidding me? It's actually kind of good that I'm getting all of these, because I need as many of these as possible, because they do a decent chunk of damage for me. Problem is, it's completely random when he does these. Unfortunately, I wanted the other one, because that one only does like 10 damage. To be honest, now that I have the repair nodes, or nano paste, whatever it's called, I don't care. As long as I have those now, I should be fine. Oh my goodness, look at that. I got knocked into the fire. I couldn't do anything there, huh? Okay, he just barely moved downward when I did that. Come on. Again, this is actually the best one I can get, because it does like the most damage. Because we have this doing maybe like 10. That does about like, what, 14 damage or something like that? I don't know. And then this punch does a clean like 10. So that's about like 20%. So as long as I can keep getting those, I'll be fine. But the main issue is like I said, those are random whenever he does that. So it's completely luck-based whether I get those or not. Oh no, back to this. Ugh. At least I got the repair things, but you have to get through this in order to actually get it, which kind of sucks. Thankfully, even like after that first initial part, he doesn't just spam it over and over, because that's really the main thing that got me super annoyed, is because he spams it at like the second phase. But here he just does it like once and then goes back to the normal fight instead of just using it over and over, which basically got rid of all of my health. By the way, I'm not sure if it actually alternates between the two of these, because it seems like it does. I've never had one go back to back, so I'm assuming it's alternating between the two, but I don't really know. Anyways, they're like pretty close. I say pretty close, but we could easily die at like any point. Give me my sword. I need this in order to actually do this. I don't know if there's actually a blade mode for your hands. I imagine not, since it's called blade mode, so I'm just going to assume that you don't have blade mode whenever you're using your hands, but nah, I could try and test that out, but nah. I'm trying to get through this boss. I've literally been sitting here for an hour trying to fight this guy. Oh my goodness, what is this small area? If he does anything in here, I can't do anything here. Because you're supposed to like jump over this, but if I hit a wall, I will go flying back and more than likely into another wall. But thankfully he did that, so thank you. He actually might die to this. I didn't even think about that, because this does about like 20 damage. Actually, yeah, he will die to this. That's very convenient for me. Punch this man in the face. Or I guess I have to hit him once, whatever. I do kind of wish that that actually killed. But I'll just run up and punch him, why not? Okay, I guess I can't. Let me get my sword. Oh no, he's about to do it again. Well, actually, can I get through this without my sword? I don't think so. I've never tried it, but whatever. Well, actually, since my sword flew away, I should be good. There we go. Alright, hit that. Thank you for making such a big hitbox for this. Like for this segment, the hitboxes are ridiculously big. For the other ones, they're so small. And of course, he's still not wanting to go down. And now we get to... Oh, wait. No, we have to slash at his heart specifically. There we go.
Well done, Jack.
Your dream dies with you.
Maybe not. You've guaranteed the status quo will go on. For a while longer, at least. War will continue as an institution. As an industry. Men will fight for reasons they don't understand. Causes they don't believe in. But at least I'll leave a worthy successor. You, Jack. You carve your own path. Use whatever methods you see fit. You don't let legal bullshit get in the way. And if it costs a few lives, so be it. Deep inside, we're kindred spirits. You and I.
But, oh goodness, that took a long time for me to actually get through that. Just give me to the credits, please. Give me to credits. That would be very nice if there are credits. No, of course, there's credits. It makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, get through all that. I just want to get through the credits so that I can start talking about the game. I think, yeah, there's another cutscene.
But first, our top story. President Hamilton returns from Pakistan today, completing his first visit to the country since the failed assassination attempt in Shahbazbad last May. In meetings with Pakistani President Farooq Salam, the two leaders agreed to a new joint initiative in the war on terror, whereby U.S. Marines will be stationed in Pakistan and given wider authority to conduct operations within the country. This is amidst growing tensions within Pakistan between the country's civil and military leadership, with many in the government calling on the ISI military intelligence agency to be investigated.
Unbelievable. After all that.
For the last time, let it go, Courtney. At least Armstrong will never be president.
But, I mean, Raiden.
There he is.
I have excellent news. We are approved. The new corporation is established.
Nice work, Doc. I guess the world's first cyborg staffing firm is officially open for business.
We are certified for construction and long-term nursing care. But this is just the beginning. The potential for new roles cyborgs can play is limitless.
And we're sure this isn't child labor?
The older children can work now, the rest when they come of age. And it's strictly voluntary, you know.
We're not running a charity here, huh? Donations alone would not even cover their maintenance. Besides, this way they'll learn a trade. Perhaps some discipline, huh?
It's not a perfect solution. But you know what? At least these kids will get a decent education.
Well, I'm not about to return them to the streets. or to broken homes. At least we can give them a chance, huh? Oh, oops.
An imperfect solution for an imperfect world.
Well, another benefit. A peaceful application for all my research.
Since when do you care?
Well, recent events have been food for thought, shall we say?
No kid.
Speaking of recent events, how's our new recruit working out?
Ah, yes, quite well. Quite well.
Oi, Sunny! Where you have this then?
Hang on. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, okay. You make me head spin, you know? You're same age as me, but all this spaceship, you're genius, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hot for days.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Alert. Alert. Rescinding.
Bonk!
This about a crazy world, nah? For me see that ninja, me never think I've been this kind of life.
Yeah.
Huh?
He rescued me too, you know. Saved my life. I owe him everything. To some people, he'll always be Jack the Ripper. I know all about his past. He had it rough. And he hurt a lot of people. But that's not the Raiden I know. The Raiden I know is a hero.
And there we have it from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Now, oh goodness, that last boss. It's not even like it's a bad boss. It's actually really good. It's just, oh goodness, that boss is very unforgiving. But anyways, time for the review of the game. So, in terms of being a hack and slash, it is very good, for the most part. And it gives very rewarding, most of the time, gameplay. Very rewarding and very satisfying. Although it doesn't tell you how to do any of the moves that you're able to do. Or at least from purchasing them, I wish that they kind of do that for you instead of maybe having to go and do a VR mission for it. But at the same time, that's stupid and so out of the way. But regardless, that's just how I feel on that. In terms of stealth, obviously this game's not made for stealth. It's not like the other Metal Gear games where it is purely stealth. Instead, it takes back a lot of those actual aspects. But at the same time, stealth is very, very hindered. Is it even rewarded? Because honestly, it's only rewarded like a little bit, but at the same time, you can just blaze through everything and get basically almost the same exact result. So going through just being all stealthy doesn't exactly have too much of its own benefit, especially since without a bunch of major mechanics made specifically for it, aside from the stealth kill and the AR mode, which I guess counts as that. But aside from those two, you don't really have all that much, so as in terms of stealth, it's not all that great. Again, even though it's not made to be stealthy. Now, in terms of music, I'd never actually mentioned this before, but I've done a bunch of mashups with the songs in this game, and I would put some examples, but that's too many. So, excuse me. But anyways, I love the music in this game, as do a good number of other people. Honestly, this is like one of those games where if you say you don't like the soundtrack, people will immediately slap you. That is actually a truth. So be very careful. You can have your own opinion, of course, but this is like one game you need to be very, very careful about when it comes to your opinion on the music in this game. But anyways, Is there anything else? I guess my favorite and least favorite bosses. So that's gonna be actually pretty difficult to actually consider. It would either have to be Mistral, and I'm talking about like major bosses, so Blade Wolf doesn't count, but it would either have to be Mistral or Armstrong. But then again, Mistral is like pretty easy, and then Armstrong is is very, very difficult, and it's not just because of the fact that I was on hard. Let's just say that. But anyways, it's a not long, like both bosses are good and bad in their own right, so I guess those are my top two. I can't really choose between them. But my least favorite, that would actually either have to be Sundowner or I want to say Samuel, mainly because Samuel, he doesn't do every single attack with the red thing, because Armstrong actually does that, so I don't know why Sam doesn't do it, but it's weird. So maybe Sam is my least favorite, not entirely sure, but it's a little bit hard to choose that, mainly because like I don't ever think too much about favorites and least favorites. I usually just like or dislike. I don't usually rank them at all. I'm a simple man. But oh goodness, in terms of levels, there's not exactly anything I would put on my favorite or least favorite. It's not even like this game's not memorable. It is. It's just that many of the levels compared to the bosses aren't exactly all that great, because most people will usually talk about the bosses, I feel, rather than the rather than the actual levels themselves. So that's just how I see it on that. Now, in terms of like the side characters, most of the side characters are pretty pointless. I know they're side characters, but at the same time, there's not too much to them. You have Russian guy, black guy, female, and Blade Wolf. So there's not really much to it. In fact, I don't remember the black guy's name. I remember Dr. Boris. I don't remember the girl's name either. But I don't remember their names either. That's really bad. But they don't really, I mean, they do much in terms of exposition, but at the same time, that's exposition is very iffy and dodgy. But Blade Wolf actually does a lot, so Blade Wolf gets an excuse, but basically anyone else doesn't, which is upsetting. By the way, Jamie Christopherson, that's a combination of names. Jamie Christopherson did a very good job. Actually, I almost forgot this. The same person who does the music in this game, which is Jamie Christopherson, is also the same person who did music for Toontown, for anyone who remember that game. So that's very weird. That's very weird for both of those to be written by the same person, but be so dramatically different. It's whatever, it's crazy. Talented man, obviously, to be able to do both of those, but that amazed me when I found that out. I think I found that out on like Twitter or something, but regardless, that's just crazy to me that he does both of those. But honestly, I don't think there's much else to really say. Obviously, all the songs are going to be listed here, and most of these are going to have Jamie here. But again, this is probably like the only good spin-off from Metal Gear now. I don't remember what other spin-offs from Metal Gear there were, mainly because I don't play the Metal Gear games like that. In fact, this is really like the only one I've like legitimately played and beaten. So yeah, also don't expect another Metal Gear game as soon as possible. Don't expect that, because I have so many other series that I plan to do now, as well as like just plan to do in general. Metal Gear is not one of them. I have plenty of other things that I want to do right now. Metal Gear is just not up there. I just don't have too much of an appeal to Metal Gear as other people do. If you do like the series, of course, love it all you want, but I haven't really paid too much attention to the series, but I know it is major, and Metal Gear Survive is basically one of the worst Metal Gear games of all time. It's not even like it can be considered a Metal Gear game. A lot of people don't want to call it a Metal Gear game, which is understandable, but it is the way it is. But again, don't expect a Metal Gear game anytime soon.
Oh, good, good. Herr Doctor's research and staffing service certainly help.
I hear World Marshal's looking for a buyer.
Well, You cost them a lot of money, huh? Not to mention killing their funding. Literally. The breathtaking program is finished, but the larger company is not, I'm afraid. Someone will buy them. PMCs are in demand once again.
Yeah. Fighting for reasons they don't understand. Causes they don't believe in.
Beg pardon?
No. Nothing.
So, your mind is made? You will not come back.
Sorry, Boris.
I understand. But then, what will you do?
Even though I'm pretty sure the rest of this isn't exactly explained, but it's whatever. Knowing now this game's never going to get a sequel, I can almost guarantee that, but whatever. Do I actually have to press anything, or does it just fade away at some point? I'm wanting to assume it fades away. Let me just press a button. Yeah, okay, I guess I have to press a button. Games are never, ever specific when it comes to that stuff. And here's my playtime. So, 5.5 hours. I think the playtime is actually like 7 hours, so... my first playthrough on normal was actually like 4.5. It was almost at 5 hours, so... There's that. 25 continues. I got caught 73 times, so that kind of sucks. And overall, I got a C rank, so that's also really bad. But that's just the game result. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care about these. These are basically just achievements. But there's also DLC for this game, which I'm not doing. Because I haven't played that DLC, and I actually have to spend money to do that, and I don't plan on playing it. I have too many other things to do. So, yeah, again, that will be it for this game as soon as this loads up. There we go. But, anyways, this has been it for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Now, in terms of my next Let's Play, it's the longer-awaited Ratchet & Clank. I don't know exactly when it's going to start. I think it's... it's next week, guaranteed. It is next week, guaranteed, but the exact day, I don't know. But, regardless, thank you for watching the Let's Play of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. But until next Let's Play, till next video, till next whatever it is that you see of me, take care.
I want you for a